What's good, everybody? Welcome to Life on Beagle Road. I don't think it's much of a secret, but we're a bit behind in the video making lately. Not just the video making, but I guess video making and publishing. Why is that? Got my ladder here. I gotta clean out the gutters. This is the first day they haven't been frozen in a while, so I'm gonna try and get into this barn over here, clean out the gutters so they kind of drain a little bit better. We never actually got the leaves out, which was a little lazy on my part, I think. I wasn't really anticipating it. So why have the videos sort of, So why have these videos sort of been a little slow to get out? Pretty easy answer. Trying to stay healthy. This is, you can kind of hear it in my voice. I got a cold. And this is sort of the first day I've been upright for longer than half the day. Technically, I don't even know if it's been longer than half the day yet. It's mostly just this afternoon. I think even today I probably slept till 11 trying to recuperate. But 'tis the season of sickness, folks. I'm sure all of you are getting sick, and we're no different. For me, who does all of the editing and a good bit of the filming, it hasn't been easy for me. Not that I'm complaining, you know, not really trying to get into that, just it's been really tough. And I'm trying to get back on it, and it seems like as soon as I get back on it, I'm down again. It's been that way since like mid-December. My health isn't really the greatest. That's a conversation for another time. Some of you have actually met me in person, and you know, I had a small conversation with you about it, but I think somewhere in the future here we're gonna have to publish a video and sort of explain what's been going on. But for now, I got work to do, so we're not talking about that. I think I'm gonna need a bucket. I think I picked the worst gloves for this. I should have got some rubber ones. These are soaking wet now. All right, gutters are clean, but now my hands are frozen. I'm gonna warm those up. We'll get right back to it. So a while ago, for those of you who've been with us for a little bit, you remember we did Vlogust. And it seemed like trying to keep up with 3 videos a week after that was no big deal. Of course, I didn't get sick then. Kids weren't sick, Courtney wasn't sick. But once everyone gets sick, whoo, forget about it. Seems like the only thing we got time for is taking care of ourselves, kids, and of course the animals. Sometimes the animals seem to take more of a priority than all of us. You know how that goes. They can't help themselves like we can help ourselves, so you gotta look after them, make sure they're good. So I'm pretty excited that I can even move around right now, get myself going, but man, when you let it all back up, it turns into stuff like that, stuff everywhere. But no big deal, it's all good. Just gonna get it all cleaned up, you know? Take care of what we can. It's kind of what this video is about. Sometimes you just gotta prioritize and take care of what you can when you can. Do your best. Don't get down on yourself about it. I'm kind of lucky. Today is a pretty lukewarm day. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe 40 degrees, which feels like a heat wave because we were just in like 15-degree weather, 20-degree weather, something like that. It's kind of nice. Get outside, smell some fresh air, get out of the house, get some stuff done. That's not just walking from the house to the barn or from the house to, you know, the other area. Taking care of the animals. Take care of us. talked a lot around here about making things more efficient, trying to improve our processes so that way when we do things, it doesn't take nearly as much time. But time's like relative, right? So sometimes it might not take that much time, but you don't feel so great, so it feels like it takes forever. Those are the moments where you know that you still need to refine your processes. You still gotta figure out ways to make it better. And the winter seems to be that one time where we really get to know how things are going and how efficient our processes are. And I can tell you right now, we can do better. We definitely can. Winter's a great time to sort of figure out how you can make those things better, because that's the time where you probably want to be outside the least. We're still struggling with this whole area over here where we keep our bucks and where the fiber goats are, aka alpaca. This will be the area that we work on the most. We're going to come up with the plan here in the winter, but we're going to focus on we're going to focus on making it better in the spring. See, this fence line here is just not good. What I want to do is bring it further over into this empty area where there's a lot of stuff the goats would eat, and take it straight down the hill and then go over. We'll split it up into basically 4 triangles where all of those triangles meet in one spot, and that one spot is where the animals will be housed. Right now what we do is we move their housing with the area that we have them in, which is fine until there's a lot of snow on the ground, or you have trouble getting to them and they're just too far away. So we got to bring them closer, and then I'm going to have to engineer some sort of system where they go out into different areas from the same barn itself. So we've got 1 housing area and then 4 grazing areas or pastures that we can rotate them in. It's kind of why we do this. It's why we have T-posts instead of the permanent fencing like we do over in the doe area. The doe area is just a little bit different because that area we knew exactly where we wanted. That was a well planned out area. There's room for expansion over there, and we'll be able to do exactly what it is that we're trying to do over there. But over here, this is an area where we just need to figure it out. Part of the problem is that we started with our 2 wethers, and the wethers were over here where that little red barn is that I built. I actually built that in the garage, by the way. Built it in the garage in pieces, brought it out, put it together. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so we started with that area, and then we moved into a more expanded area, and then we made that a more expanded area, and then we made it more expanded area. But it doesn't make any sense because it goes in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. What it doesn't allow for is a central location. So that's what we're gonna fix. Some of you have a funky shape to your land. Ours is a big giant pizza slice, so we end up working in these weird triangle shapes. In the comments below, do me a favor and tell me, how do you set up your pastures? What do you do if you've got an odd shaped plot? Like, how do you sort that out? And by the way, another reason that the videos have been a little touch and go, I lost a memory card which had probably like 3 videos on it. Check this guy out. Yeah, he is incredibly cute. Look at him. Look at that little baby. You want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. Oh my goodness, you are so cute. So cute. Courtney's been talking about him for quite a while, and I don't think I've ever seen her so excited to come home with a little baby before. It's kind of a big baby, to be honest, but he was born, I think, in like November, and this spring, summer, whenever Courtney gets on it, I don't know all that, because that's her deal. He is going to be having some dates. Aren't you, buddy? Huh? Aren't you, buddy? You gonna have some dates? Yeah, he's so cute. He hasn't warmed up to me like he's warmed up to Courtney. Go figure. But this guy over here, come here, Q. Come here, buddy. Yeah, this guy warms up to me. You guys met Q? Q helps to keep, well, Q helps to keep everything away, but he's pretty good at keeping the hawks away. He likes to bark at anything that flies by, so he's been really helpful with the hawks. Haven't you, buddy? Yeah. He's also a bit of a predator on his own, but it's getting better. He's on an electric fence. That's what this guy is. We've got it plugged in the house, so he's got a big ring where he can't go. That's how smart, by the way, the chickens and ducks are, because they don't come anywhere near his circle. Let the goats out, they do, and they tell him who's boss. Oh, buddy, come here. Giggle, run. Another thing I need to step it up on is the firewood. We don't heat our home with wood, but we do have quite a bit of fires in the house aesthetically, but it also warms up a good portion of the house in the fireplace. It's just not really meant for massive heating. I've got all kinds of stuff that needs cut, and I have not made any progress in that area. Part of it is I have to do it all by hand. I got a terrible back. Do any of you use a really good axe or maul or whatever that is awesome at chopping wood, that's not too heavy and isn't gonna kill my back? At some point I'm gonna get a gas-powered splitter and call it a day, or rent one, because there's just no other way I'm gonna keep up. This stuff down here, I gotta make one of those things to put them on and cut them up into firewood. This is actually from when I had my lumber cut. It's just been sitting here, which is a waste, honestly. However, I do have a buddy of mine who wants to come over and do a project with some of it, so I'm gonna go through it and find out what pieces will be good for him, which allows me to maybe get it up off the ground. I'm actually amazed at how dry it was underneath here. I stacked everything pretty much the same style here, where the water would just drain off. I didn't tarp it. Mostly the stuff that was no good was either the stuff that was right on top or the stuff that was on the outsides in the dirt, but everything else towards the bottom was pretty dry. But I'm actually gonna tarp that now so it can dry, and then when it's time, I can cut it up, use it for firewood. Well, folks, it's getting dark. I want to go inside and eat dinner, so I'll catch you on the next one, and hopefully I can stay healthy, and more will be to come on a regular basis. So hang in there, cross your fingers for me. Have a great day.